Good morning. Welcome to my Wednesday devotional. Happy New Year. I hope you all have had a great holiday season and that you're ready to get going and back into it as we start this brand new year. It's like a clean slate and a chance to start fresh and do things right and, get things going, get those resolutions going. Or I like to say goals. I think goals is better, something to strive for, right? Because we're all going to fall apart on our resolutions, right? Okay, so I'm going to take us back to where we left off and then where we're going to go forward. I'm really excited about where we're going forward. We're actually about the halfway point, which is great. So really the fall semester was all the setup of Esther, all the backstory, and we're setting up the story and getting to the arc here. And now we're on the second half because there's actually 10 chapters and we're in 5 right now. So, I left us off at a good spot. So, all right, let's go over what happened last time and just refresh everyone's memory, trying to get those wheels going after a couple weeks of vacation, right? All right, Esther 5:8. So remember, this is the Queen Esther talking. And she's really buttering up the king, She invited them to the banquet to discuss what's about to happen about Haman and his plot to kill the Jews, right? Okay, so that's, Haman's plan. But Esther's got another one. She's going to be our heroine. All right, so verse 8. If I have found favor with the king, and if it pleases the king, to grant my request and do what I ask, please come with Haman tomorrow to the banquet I will prepare for you. Then I will explain what this is all about. So, she's not getting angry. She's not getting upset. She's not racing over to the king. Remember, she waited 3 days. It's still my favorite thing about her. She just breathed, waited 3 days and very calmly, asked him if I'd found the favor. Was probably looking for his reaction. And if it pleases the king, if it pleases you, and I'm sure he was like, and do what I ask, please come tomorrow. Then I will explain. So she's kind of making sure, she's setting the stage up so that he can come to her. He will follow her plan, and so she's kind of putting the carrot out there and pulling him in, right? So I think in my opinion, I think what she was trying to do was, like, by putting that out there, she would be able to find out, if he does show up the next day, okay, then she has found favor and pleases with him. But if she hadn't have done that, and she would have been just like, blah, and spill it all out, it might not have gone well. But I think what she was doing, is throwing out the bait, and reeling them in, kind of doing a little fishing here, right? Throw it out there, throw out the line, put a little bait on there, and see what bites, right? And so that I'll explain what this is all about. All right, so, ta-da! Verse 9. Now we're on the second part, okay? We're in the next transition. Verse 9, Esther 5. So now we switch back over to Haman. Haman's plot to kill Mordecai. Okay, so Haman was a happy man as he left the banquet. Okay, now when I was teaching this one time, I had one of the students was like, that song, "You're Happy." Okay, I can't sing, so you have to, I just want to get happy. And so I keep thinking about that. Always comes to mind. He's a happy man. Just imagine him just dancing on the streets, woohoo. Because, he's really confident. She's buttered them both up over here, for if it pleases king that you and Haman are coming to another banquet tomorrow. So he thinks he is just awesome. He thinks he is all that in a bag of chips, right? So, but when he saw, so he was all happy. He's, dancing down the streets, going towards his house. But when he saw Mordecai, remember Mordecai, sitting at the palace gate, not standing up or trembling nervously before him, Haman became furious. Okay? Now that's ego and pride, right? All Haman's worried about One minute he's happy, the next minute, because Mordecai was the only one to not stand up. Mordecai like, hey, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Everyone else is standing up and trembling nervously before him, which is what Haman wanted. That's what power control people want. They want everyone else to be nervous so they can have all the power, you know? And that's just pure ego, really. So Haman became furious, right? So what did he do about it? Verse 10. However, he restrained himself and went on home. Now, there's a second part to verse 10, which we'll get to next week, but this is starting to make the turn. This is a very core statement right here. Remember, Haman, Hitler, all start with H. Hitler, same thing, or very similar type of motive, where they're just worried all of Haman's target, where all of his energy was targeted on Mordecai, who refused to obey Haman. Okay, just so, I'm sorry, just so mind-blowing to me how one could be so foolish. You know, Haman had it all. He was the number 2 guy. King was number 1. I mean, really, all Haman had to do was just do his job. He was getting paid well. He had everybody under his control, you know. It would have been so simple. Haman could have just gone about his business, led his life, and life would have just carried on through, right? There was no need to kill all the Jews for one reason. Haman was furious at Mordecai. This is the core thing right here. 1 minute's happy, next minute, boom, he's furious, you know. It's like he goes from A to Z real fast, you know, and all for control power reasons. Absolutely ridiculous, completely just useless. He wants to destroy the entire Jewish population because of one person? How silly is that? All because of ego and pride? Ridiculous, you know. All right, I'm getting emotional. All right, and this is a new year. We're not supposed to be doing this. Okay, well, I will let it kind of be at that. Let you think about that as we go to the next part. Like I said, you know, this story is very hot, you know, and there's just so many layers and levels of different characters. Esther, the king, Haman, you know, and Mordecai, you know, just all different things going on, all different agendas. And why, you know? Esther's just trying to save her people. Haman's trying to destroy it. Who's going to win? All right, you'll be finding out soon. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've had a happy New Year holiday season, and going forward that this will be a great year, right? Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.